Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SWN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Quite the rough data here today, and I realize I'm stating the obvious when I say that, but I mean, when you think about that, the price started off up around here and then went all the way down there. A very rough day, but that's what segues into the very interesting setup that's now taking place in the first part of the, or really the second part, because the first part was just simply the price getting beat down, but the next part is the type of candle that was formed today. In the world of charting and candlestick analysis, we would call that a hammer candle. And then the third thing is you had this hammer candle form on very, very, quite frankly, crazy volume. I mean, when you think about it, the final 30 minutes of the day was huge. So huge volume with a hammer candle after a big beatdown. It's at least logical, it's at least a rational thing to think, you know what, maybe this is some sort of bottom. But with all that being said, don't get me wrong, and I really wish I could say trading was this easy. Just because all those dynamics have occurred and just because it's rational and logical to think that this could be a bottom does not mean that it is for sure a bottom. If only guarantees exist, but they don't. Again, is it possible? Would it be shocking to see some sort of bounce? No, that wouldn't be shocking at all, and it's more than logical to think that, but that doesn't mean it's for sure going to happen. So in the event well, let me take a step back first. Let's just establish the fact that this level down here is a very important level of support for no other reason other than that's where the bleeding stopped. So $1.56 important because going into next week, if the price breaks below $1.56, well then by definition, this is not the bottom because, well, the price just went to new lows. So like I said, nothing complicated there as far as why that would be considered a level of support. But in the event this is some sort of bottom and the price starts to bounce, let's talk about some areas of resistance. In the very near term, that first key level of resistance is going to be the top formation of where those highs were at $1.60. If the price can push up through $1.60, the next key overarching level would be those former areas of support right up there around $1.64. So $1.60, $1.64, next couple of key battlegrounds going forward in the event there's any sort of bounce. So overall, an interesting setup. Beat down, got the hammer on high volume, so we'll see if this is some sort of leading indicator for a bounce or not. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.